Hi, it's December 17th, 2015, and it is Star Wars The Force Awakens Day. It was released today, and yes, I'm back from seeing it, so I couldn't resist doing a little, hopefully spoiler-free review of this thing, even though I'm not a movie reviewer, but hey, it's something everyone who watches my channel, I'm sure, is into, so I can't help but comment on it because it's such a huge deal. We've been waiting since episode 6 for episode 7 to come out. How many decades is it? I lost count. It's like 20-something years. And I'll try and give you my reaction without any spoilers, or major spoilers anyway, but I know there are those fanboys out there who, well, any mention of it at all is a spoiler. So, well, you shouldn't be dumb enough to watch this video. You should be on like a media blackout until you actually see the thing. But for those who want to know what I thought about it, with hopefully without any major spoilers, then, but yeah, official spoiler warning just in case, okay? And the thing everyone wants to know is it any good? Did J.J. Abrams screw the pooch on this one? Well, no, he didn't. It is absolutely brilliant. It's as good as you possibly could think it would be. There are, look, you know, there's probably plot holes in this thing you could drive a truck through, but wow, Star Wars is back. Yes, that's what everyone wants to know. Is real Star Wars back instead of the prequel rubbish, which we won't say anything more about. But yes, it is back. It is Star Wars from go to woe. It is just Star Wars action aplenty. It's got everything you could possibly want in a Star Wars film. In fact, so much so that it's pretty much, without giving away the plot, it's kind of like if you were to take episode 4, A New Hope, the original Star Wars, and redo it today, and of course add in, you know, existing characters we've seen before and treat those characters decently, then that's pretty much what you've ended up with. Geez, I don't want to say it's better than the originals, because that's a tough call. I've only seen it the one time. I'm going to see it again on Saturday, but wow, it is a absolutely brilliant action-packed movie from go to woe, and it feels like a real Star Wars movie. Everything's, well, you know, a good lot of it is done with real practical sets, real practical special effects. And a thing that I hadn't actually heard before is that, and I only noticed it, well, I noticed it, you know, pretty much immediately when it started playing. I thought, they've shot this on film. This looks like, you know, it's been shot on real celluloid, right? And it has. It's been shot on Kodak film, so none of this digital rubbish that, you know, so, you know, that, well, I don't want to talk about the prequels, so yeah. Anyway, it's shot on real film, so it's got that real film look, and because all the, you know, a good lot of the sets are real, the explosions and all the action is real, it feels like you're really there. So, you know, awesome work. It doesn't feel fake or, you know, computer generated or whatever. It's just absolutely brilliant. One of the best parts about the movie, though, is that it's not just an action flick. It's not just, you know, pure Star Wars action and that's it, and the characters just don't matter. But the two central characters, Daisy Ridley and John Boyega's character, they are brilliant. They develop them well. You actually care for the characters. They're great characters. It's superbly acted, and it's got everything. It's brilliant. In fact, almost everyone acts brilliantly in this thing. Not that I know much about acting. I know nothing about acting, really. But no, I just really enjoyed the characters in this thing. Even, actually, BB-8, the droid. Now, I was really worried about BB-8. I thought, oh, God, is it going to be another cutesy, annoying Jar Jar Binks, right? And shouldn't even mention Jar Jar Binks. Oh, goodness. Anyway, but no, BB-8, I think, is my new favourite, almost my new favourite character. Like, I love BB-8. He's got some of the funniest lines in the movie, one of the best characters in the movie, not overdone, and it's just absolutely brilliant. Doesn't get in the way of anything, and in fact, as much as I loved R2 and C-3PO, I think I'm a BB-8 fanboy now, so beauty for the new droid. I think we've got a winner. But then, of course, we've got all our original characters. Han Solo, now General Leia, and Chewie, C-3PO, R2-D2. If you're an R2-D2 or 3CPO fanboy, it's probably not the best movie for you. But I'm going to tell you, if you're maybe a spoiler, it's not really a spoiler, but you know how much a character's in the movie. If you're a Han Solo or a Chewie fanboy, then you're going to love this one, really. I'm not going to say they almost steal the show because, as I said, the other new characters are really superb, but geez, yeah, you're going to love Han and Chewie in this one. Brilliant. And the big question is Mark Hamill in it? Well, yes, he is. Here's a photo I got of the credits at the end, but that's all I'm going to say about that. But Adam Driver's Kylo Ren character, who plays the man, basically the main bad guy in this thing, came away feeling, I don't know about, you know, how well he played that. I'm probably going to have to see it again. I'm probably going to have a better opinion of his character after watching it a couple of times. He probably did a really good job, but in it I just thought you know, I wasn't that fussed over Kylo Ren's character. Didn't really care too much about what happened to him, but that's, once again, it's on one viewing. I was more excited to see Han and Chewie back, you know, like, can't help it. But like I said, this is Star Wars from go to woe. They don't muck around in this thing. It pauses a few times to let you catch your breath, but geez, it is pretty much action aplenty. It's exactly what you want. If you want X-Wings, you know, taking on TIE fighters, Millennium Falcon's back, plays a pretty big part in it. And yeah, they don't muck around. J.J. Abrams absolutely delivers for everyone who's a fan of traditional Star Wars action. It's just, it's back. Star Wars is back. But one of the most interesting things about this, while it's like a good movie stands on its own, I think it does. You can actually watch it and go, yep, that was a brilliant movie. You know, it was well shot, you know, special effects were excellent, the story was excellent, the characters were excellent, it was well acted, everything else. But it's obviously been written from scratch as a 3-part trilogy. As we know, you know, they've already said that. But you can really tell that's the case, and not going to tell you what happens at the end, but you leave the cinema going, I so want to see the next one. Just give it to me now. I've got to see it, please. It's just, so yeah, it doesn't leave, this movie doesn't really leave you wanting at all. It's awesome, but yeah, you just so desperately want to see the next one. So, whew, that's a good thing, right? Rather than just come away and go, oh yeah, that was a good movie, you know, and then not care about the next one. This one really makes you want to see the next one. It's really interesting the way that J.J. Abrams has done this, because it's essentially, as I said, the original Star Wars A New Hope Episode 4 reshot, but 30 years later, adding in the original characters, and it delivers the same stuff. Yet, you know, how he's actually blended in the new the original characters with the new characters and setting up their story. It's just absolutely brilliantly done. I thought he probably couldn't have executed it any better. I mean, you know, you can go in there and probably pick this thing apart, and I might do that with a second or third watching of the thing, but I don't know anyone who's a fan of the franchise who will come away from this thing going, oh yeah, that was just, wasn't that good. You're going to be blown away. It is absolutely brilliant. And there's a few little surprise original characters as well from the original trilogy. Just, little small parts, you might just see them here and there. Really good. I won't say, but there's another real good character I liked who you'll probably know it. Really, let's say, possibly Yoda-like character in it. And yeah, I really like this character. So I hope she, don't think that's giving anything away, is going to be in the future ones. I'm sure she will be. Anyway, great character development in this thing. As I said, it just makes you want to see how they're going to grow for the episodes 8 and 9, is it? Jeez, it's hard to keep up now. And it's not really giving anything away. It's been much talked about. There's a new empire in town called the First Order, and they don't spend a lot of time, you know, in fact, any time, I think, at all, telling you about how that came about. It's just bam, straight into it. There's the First Order, and then we've got Daisy Ridley's character, Ray, who is just absolutely brilliant. I mean, this movie essentially follows Daisy Ridley's Ray and John Boyega's Finn, basically through their, through their journey, meeting Han and going on Star Wars type adventures. But yeah, they don't muck around trying to explain things to you. They just show you, bam. And there's actually a third new major good guy character in Oscar Isaac, who plays Poe, a hotshot fighter pilot, like the best in the galaxy, and he plays a kick-ass role as well, so well done there. So I can't really fault any of it. The new cast, the original cast, the special effects, the directing of it, the plot, the character development, it's just story, it's all there. So I think J.J. Abrams absolutely nailed this one because, well, it probably can't get any better because you're going to get complaints regardless of what you do, but I think he's knocked this one out of the park. It's got everything going for it. Star Wars is back, baby. Catch you next time.